Y'all ready to be first, reactionary, not putting thought to this. Shannon Sharpe contradicting himself on some of these things, not even noticing them.
We've had conversations, and I just happened to see that someone
Or politics?
kindly called. Hey, man, someone just happened to notice a coinky dink when it comes to Shannon Sharpe and really mainstream media you can talk about for this. People brought up the quote Shannon Sharpe had on Sha'Carri when she didn't make the Olympic team a couple years ago, whenever it was. Comment. She could have competed. She didn't qualify to compete. Stop bull jiving. Stop the bull jive antics. Train hard. Sports aren't sympathetic. You do or you don't. But when asked about Caitlin Clark, our guy, Mr. Bojangles himself. Name a more popular woman basketball player right now than Caitlin Clark. Nothing to do about her competing. Nothing to do about her performance. Nothing at all. Strictly a bunch of bull jive, as he would say. It's just ironic to me, and my hot take would just be, it's crazy to me how many of a lot of the powerful black men in mainstream media, everyone shat on Sha'Carri for whatever reason it was when she was one of the more popular names in track. They could have easily used the market around her, things like that, put a shield around her when she was getting attacked for things like wearing weaves, colored weaves, wearing nails, everything like that, all the things she's done. Nah, we belittled her. But when it comes to Caitlin Clark, little old great white hope, not only does Shannon Sharpe, but Stephen A. Smith, the cast of Gil's Arena, Nick Young, everybody just get the bojangling around for Caitlin Clark. It's funny to me. That's my hot take.
That literally goes to exactly what I'm saying. Y'all ready to be first, reactionary, not putting thought to this. But that's what journalism, and I seen a tweet, journalism is lacking real journalists in today's climate. You got Stephen A. Smith. I mean, not Stephen A. Smith, but Skip Bayless. I mean, damn, my bad. They all are the same. Shannon Sharpe contradicting himself on some of these things, not even noticing them, just driving it up for the likes. And y'all know he brought Monica on his show. He be bringing all these people on his show now because he knows it's going to get clicks.
Stephen A?
Shannon.
Yeah, I seen he had a
Shannon had Monica on the show. She had a clap back to it or whatever, saying nobody made me, shit like that.
What are we doing here? Are we really getting to the actual meat and potatoes? And Shannon don't be listening to really respond. He be listening to like talk. When are you finished? All right, let me talk.
I'm not defending them when I say this because I didn't even like fully hear Shannon Sharpe's personal take on this subject. What I will say, and we covered it on the pod, but I didn't watch the full segment that time. What I will say is I never do TV after all this shit because it's too easy to like get the raccoon label, it's too easy to get that. And I'm like, that's it's kind of tough. But do I think that with Caitlin Clark, there's definitely some weird standards going on? Yeah, for sure. Because I think that because she's popular, she should have made it thing was weak. I said it on the pod. I understand where they're coming from, but I thought it was weak then. I think it's weak now.
Yeah. I just take your time. If you really want to be about it for real. No, I just mean the takes. Like take your time when you make a take. Simple as that. Be so.
Now this might sound crazy after what Damo just said for his hot take, but I'm just tired of the Caitlin Clark discourse, man. I'm just come out and say it. Just all of it, bro. I'm like I saw it today, the interview and like the missing interview. I'm gonna watch her play. I'm gonna like her Instagram posts. I'm gonna keep on watching the WNBA. But I'm like damn near at a point where I'm gonna block the fucking word Caitlin Clark on Twitter. Like it's just tiring, bro. It feels like every 3 days there's just a quote and she didn't say this or she did say this is being dissected and magnified, bro. It's just I don't know, bro. It's just lame at this point.
I feel bad.
I'm gonna keep it a basketball. I understand, like, if people want to have larger conversations, hey, y'all can have that. That's cool. But for me, nah, man. Because it's just the same conversations being repeated at this point. I can't lie. It's not even new conversations. It's just, but it's cool. I'm off of it.
I ain't gonna lie. I sympathize with you there, gang. On my anime conversations and shit, I had to mute the words One Piece, mute the words JJK. You niggas are annoying. So I 100%, like, we're not talking about the show, or in this case, we're not talking about the player. We're talking about anything else. It's fucking annoying. With Caitlin Clark, I can't block CC though. That's like, I can't do it, but you're not wrong. It's very annoying that like we're not talking about, and granted, we're live right now. We were covering different stuff, but I guarantee you tonight, nobody's going to talk about the Fever actually winning a very good game, but instead we're going to have some discussion about is Caitlin Clark the best player on our team or some shit. I don't know. You know how this sick shit goes. I'll say it's definitely annoying.
And I'm gonna just say this. So this is not a case of like I feel bad for CC. It's just whatever the conversation is just tiring to me. It's not even like she's being victimized. It's just okay, Brian. You said this 3 days ago already. And this is just another example to what the fuck you were talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't got too much to say about your take because I dropped the Caitlin Clark video today. So hey, yeah,
it's cool.
Nigga said, fuck that. I got bills.
The NBA playoffs are here, man. There's a lot of money to be made if you play daily fantasy sports. And if you want to get into the action, you guys can use Prize Picks, the sponsor of this podcast, our preferable way to play daily fantasy sports. We will show you how to play the game right now, and it is very, very simple. Just sign up for an account, download their app, go on their website, and make some picks. And if you really know ball, you can win some money. I'm going to go ahead and look down here. Kevin Durant, 36.5 points plus rebounds plus assists versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm sensing a big game from KD tonight, man. Hit more for me, please. And then Darius Garland has been letting me down all year, and it's just another day of the year. Hit less for me on the PRA as well for Darius Garland. Omar, you decide how much we put on the entry.
You got to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm going to put 210 on there. Make place entry.
And if you use code LKIB, PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit up to $100. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to the content. Just don't claim to be a journalist, which, to go back to what Omar's original take was, I just remembered, I think it was one random episode where Stephen A kind of like G-checked somebody for not having journalist credentials or something like that. His credentials are dying nowadays, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
But the way he acts, I remember, I'm saying this like when I'm 90, but when you did works and just in like professional research settings, et cetera, you do your rough draft. Well, you do your outline, your rough draft. You know, it takes you some time to gather your evidence. You're citing your sources. You write it all down up into a draft, and then you send it over to somebody to get a peer review. Then you take back their notes. Then you write another draft. You repeat that process until you feel like it's fine to post. We could talk about today's media cycle and how quick and everyone is, but I swear, especially the ones that take their time to do it are gonna last much longer than you. I gotta get it off quick, guys. Like.
We can make that into like our domain, nigga. That shit applies to YouTube too. That shit applies damn near to anything. Someone in chat may sound that ass, but I actually agree that like the concept and what you're saying in theory sound good, but the buzz is the buzz. Niggas gonna want to see something. They're gonna want to see it when they get the hype of it. Dropping a not like us reaction don't hit the same if it's a week later, no matter who you are, versus if it was right then and there.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
I could.
I'm telling you right now, the Bias and what's it, Zias and Bilu?
Zias and Bilu.
Mm-hmm. Now that fair.
What I'm saying is they could get it off fast. Anthony Fantano can get it off fast, but I not almost guarantee. I can guarantee you, if it took Joe Budden 2 weeks to respond to that song, people would be fiending for that Joe Budden reaction. It's about
with the built-up discography. Fair, yeah.
It's about who you are in these industries. The same thing with, I don't know, Corey Kenshin or something like that. People can be playing a game.
Oh, Jimmy High Roller.
Jimmy High Roller, whatever the case. Like when it could be topic or whatever, he could be 3 weeks late. But if that's how long it took for him to really make a good video about it, and when he drops, that shit's still gonna bang.
So I guess the final question before we move on is, do you think everyone should be aspiring to be that person? Because some people ain't got it.
I agree. Everybody doesn't have it. We just need to know who they are, identify what they are, and honestly, if it's not for you, just start blocking them people out. Just truly start to get away from those people. Especially if you're not going to do these. And mind you, I also don't feel like it's crazy when it's a smaller topic. What's a small topic? I don't give a fuck. The new Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich made with duck breast meat has come out. I don't care about who gives the reaction out or whatever. I'm going to do the quick reaction, and I'm going to wait for Gordon Ramsay's reaction. But when it's something serious about race, gender, all that other stuff like that,
Take your time. Know what you're saying.
I know who I'm saving that for, gang.
I think that's something you work up to, though.
For
Like,
sure.
I think even the names that we're talking about, like, because I have that same argument with like Kai. Like Kai, he doesn't have to stream every day now. Like he can stream once every 2 weeks, but that 2 weeks, motherfuckers will show up. But that wasn't how he blew up. He blew up off of streaming 12 hours a day. Same thing with other NBA media accounts. They blew up uploading every single day. And then they just get to a point where they amass a certain following where, hey man, this guy's a part of my regular schedule. Where is he at? And then you kind of play it that way and largen the gap between uploads. I think a guy that's done that really well is actually Rusty Buckets. So I don't know if y'all remember how he blew up, but he was Mr. I'm gonna upload an NBA video every day. And now he uploads like really big projects on his YouTube channel, and like from the last time I checked, like they're doing really good. People respect the fuck out of them. Everyone gets excited for them, and they perform well every time. So
I'm not gonna be too combative because 2 for 1 would be the opposite of what you're saying. Because 2 for 1 started.
Yeah, he actually took his fucking time with that shit,
and then he went there. But I agree with what you're saying. I just think if you again do the unserious shit in that time frame, but when you want to start tackling serious topics, that's when you need to wait till you have amassed an audience to where, all right, we're gonna wait for his respected voice. Like I said, they did the whole Apple event yesterday. MKBHD could have not talked about it for 3 weeks. If he would have talked about it in that 3rd week, it wouldn't have mattered. So
it's kind of it's just weird with NBA reporting because like Shams and Woj's thing is being like first to the shit though. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't want to beat it. Some stuff does not matter. Jerry West dying is more than 8.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, take your
That's
time.
more than 8 sentences.